Welcome back. We got Mono Poison on deck today. This is definitely a new direction compared to what we've had in the past, because poison types, first of all, not a lot of great ones, and second of all, they definitely play towards, they're definitely like, as a type, they lean towards a certain type of play style that is sort of slow and disruptive. So I guess when you've got a bunch of them, that's how we're going to try to make it work. So definitely a strange collection of friends here to start out, but it's Mono Poison. We're going to see what we can do. From our opponent, we see Aerodactyl, Basculegion, Garchomp, Milotic, Sneasler, and Scovillain. Obviously, right away we clock that Garchomp as a threat. Scovillain likely not coming, if I had to guess. So that means a Mega in the form of Aerodactyl and Garchomp, unless Scovillain's their only Mega, which is perfectly reasonable. Milotic does okay. Seeing Garchomp, we're obviously inclined to bring Arbok. I guess what direction do we want to take this? Is it the Stally? We're going Perish? Are we going Stall? What's the plan here? Who can we trap right away? They might try to go Bask in some capacity. If they do, what do we do? I think, you know what? Okay, here's the game plan. Arbok. Well, if we want to bring Venusaur. Then we're not bringing Venusaur is what that means. So, there, and I guess that means here. All right, we're going for it. This team is either going to work really well or not at all, and that's kind of a problem. But I like some of the tools we have at our disposal. We see Aerodactyl, Milotic. Are we fine trapping them? I think so. Oh. Competitive Milotic, we might have just lost on the spot. Okay. Well, yeah, I might have forgotten about that little bit. So Arbok is obviously swapping out. Can't really do anything here. We could just rip the Icy Wind. No, we shouldn't do that. We have to start. We just have to rip Perish Song. Gotta do the thing. Gotta do the thing. Oh, the Milotic was a really good lead on their part, but I think we should be able to slow some things down here with Toxapex. It's going to depend on how aggressively they target this Gengar, I suppose. We're going to see Perish Song obviously goes off first. Aerodactyl's not threatening a lot of damage. And they just go for Tailwind, which is fine. So, and they're going to rip Muddy Water, which it looks like they're going to miss Toxapex, which is great. This is going to hurt Gengar, don't get me wrong. But it's alright. So this is where we make up for the fact that we don't have Incineroar. We can go Infestation here and a Clear Protect here. Because frankly, if we have to let the Aerodactyl get away in exchange for... Actually, you know what? No, because we'll be able to Infestation on the turn we switch Gengar out. Okay, alright. See this work. Ooh. But that's okay. Might mean they'll go for Hypnosis, but... So now that Milotic cannot switch, even if Gengar were to switch out, which Gengar's going to have to do right now because I'm threatening getting knocked out, but that's why we have Toxapex. So this is great. So now we're gonna Infestation the Aerodactyl, and we're gonna go, I guess it's... whoever it is getting knocked out. I think we have to go Sneasler. Yeah, it's a little tricky, but Aerodactyl goes Protect. Okay, so they're gonna I can't imagine. Okay, actually Sneasler survives. Great. So yeah, Aerodactyl is gonna get to save itself. However, we get our Unburden boost. We don't get the Infestation off. That's okay. Perfect, because now what we get to do is the Milotic is trapped, and we get to fake out that slot, and we swap our Toxapex out for Arbok. This is great. This is really good. I mean, I say really good. This was all to basically just KO Milotic, but we've still got options. Yep, Aerodactyl swaps, not a surprise. And this is great. Now the Intimidate is... oh, I guess, yeah, they get freed from Infestation when I switch, but they cannot switch now. Competitive is irrelevant because here's our Fake Out. Perfect. So Milotic drops. And we've not lost anything. However, we have lost a lot of HP. But Garchomp's at -1. We do have Unburden on our Sneasler. Their Tailwind peters out. So Sneasler is currently the fastest thing, which is wonderful. There's the Basculegion. Probably threatening an Aqua Jet, I presume. That makes sense. We can go for Breaking Swipe. How are we actually going to win this game? I'm just going to go ahead and protect the Sneasler here. We are going to... It's going to take us a while to get the position we need. Last Respects. I don't think this KOs Arbok. I mean, okay. Arbok does not have very good stats. Here's the Stomping Tantrum. Great. Breaking Swipe. Lower the attack. However... So Sneasler's the fastest, right? Yeah. So we have to let Arbok go down. We'll get an Acid Spray off if we can, but I doubt it. And then we'll just rip a close combat here. Just for some damage. It probably won't KO. No. It does a lot of damage, though. Sneasler goes down. We're also losing Arbok, which is fine. It's Citrus Berry, but that is in Icy Wind range. It's going to depend on if this Basculegion is Scarfed and to what number. Because we are 200, so it's probably faster. Toxapex can win, though. It's going to be tricky. Yeah, we needed to grab the Aerodactyl. Unfortunately, the Protect was a really good call. So, we go Infestation and Protect here, and I guess what, we just have to hope that the Basculegion's not Scarfed. Okay, interesting. What does that mean? Alright, I guess we break the Sash. There's the Stomping Tantrum again. Boy, I could have just Icy Winded there, and that would have been pretty solid, but no matter. Garchomp could be Scarfed, I suppose, in which case it's all for naught. So we just play to our outs. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna Wide Guard, because I think they're going to go for Rock Slide, Stomping Tantrum. Into the Toxapex, though. If they're Scarfed Garchomp, then none of this mattered. Oh! Interesting. Well, let's see if they're trying to rip. They might be trying to go for Tailwind, then, is what that means to me. In which case, I think we are in trouble. Big damage. Go for Rock Slide. Keep me alive. Tailwind. Yep, smart move, smart move. Infestation slowly ticking up there. So they're gonna go Stomping Tantrum into Gengar. It's always a protect angle. There's a non-zero chance Toxapex can pull this out. Yep. Okay, huge. Yeah, that's massive. Because we get the infestation off. We take Rough Skin from infestation. That's really interesting. But we have leftovers. Boom. And boom. Alright, so I think we're just going to try to... We're not going to get the Icy Wind off, but we still go for it in case they, for whatever reason, try to Stomping Tantrum the Toxapex, realizing that Toxapex is a threat, which they do. No, they don't. Never mind. That's fine. Because I think the damage from infestation here, even if that connected, that was basically doing 0 damage. Infestation doesn't quite KO there. Oh, that was a crit. Alright. It unfortunately does not reset. Down to 10. Pterodactyl 15 down to 3. Okay, so now we get to Baneful Bunker. They can't swap. And their last Pokemon is Basculegion, which we just lose to. But we can poison it. Have to protect this turn. And we'll be at... So there's the poison. Dual Wing Beat. Also the poison, so they're both down. I think, unfortunately, we don't quite have... We might have the physical bulk to take one Last Respects. But after that, it's trouble. And I think that Basculegion, if I recall, has too much HP to effectively stall out here. We'll see. The problem is this Last Respects is coming in, yeah, like 80%. I mean, we do what we have to do. Infestation first. Let's find out if we take this Last Respects. Highly doubt. But if ever, Toxapex, you could show us your strength. I mean, it survived. But we will not take a second. Because here's Infestation. And even with the Baneful Bunker, which we'll get off here. Not quite enough, unfortunately. Well, I mean, all things considered. Yep. Last Respects. We'll obviously go for the double. Oh, Last Respects doesn't make contact. Oh, how about that? Well, then never mind. GG's to my opponent. They preserved their win condition well. Okay, we're thinking really hard. There we go. Excellent. Alright, GG's. On to the next one. I'm only keeping up the act if they're going to make it, because I don't know if we're going to win any games or not, but... Close. There we go. But don't necessarily have to include it. We'll just see if we're, like I said, able to win anything. It would have been nice to get both of Aerodactyl and the Milotic gone at the same time, but it's neither here nor there. We go again. Fascinating. From our opponent, we see Bellibolt, Jolteon, Frostlass, Floette, Incineroar, and Ceruledge. Now, the good news is, because we're mono poison, Floette's going to have a really hard time coming our way. They have a Ghost, they have 2 Ghosts and an Incineroar, so the Perish Trap mode, likely not the move here, and that's fine. I'm much more content to, I think, just stall out, which means we're bringing Venusaur, Toxapex, Arbok in that order. I think Venusaur is a lead, kind of, regardless. And we want Sneasler or Glamora. I think it's got to be Glamora because we do not have... What do we not have? Oh, we don't have Poison Move on Sneasler. Now, what lead is it? It is definitely Venusaur for the lead. It's just a matter of, is it Venusaur Glamora or Venusaur Toxapex? And I think I'm a bit interested, actually, in Venusaur Toxapex Arbok Glamora. There we go. Alright, alright. I like it, because this gives us the flexibility for clicking Rain Dance if we need it in the event of a Frostlass lead. So, we'll go ahead and give it a shot here. Our opponent leads out Bellibolt, Jolteon, okay. So I feel good about my Venusaur lead at the very least. Toxapex, obviously not so much, but that's okay because... What's our game plan here? We can Sleep Powder, or we can just start Leech Seeding. I want to Leech Seed the Bellibolt, and I'm going to Baneful Bunker. Not that we're going to get a poison off, but if we go Arbok and start Snarling, I can get on board with that. Yeah, this Arbok is kind of just designed to be the ultimate support piece. We need lower special attack, need a lower physical attack. What do we need? It's here to help. Is it any good? Well, we're mono poison, so we do what we can. Venusaur, however, is looking pretty good here. Okay, I see the plan. Discharge, and then here's the Electromorphosis. Okay, Arbok's gonna get paralyzed and just drop. Alright, so Arbok did nothing, which is a bummer, but that's okay. Leech Seed lands, that's a big deal. Because Bellibolt's got a large HP. I'm glad to... Oh! Not as big a fan of that, but I understand why you would do such a thing. Okay, well... Obviously, Venusaur's going to need to get swapped out. It's just a question of how and when. I think here, and then we're going to go Snarl. Even though I don't know if Arbok's actually going to survive the turn, but thanks to the paralysis. So bummer. Here's the other Jolt, or the other Discharge from the Jolteon. Arbok does survive that hit, but are we faster than the Bellibolt? Bellibolt's slow, so we got that going for us. Excellent. Alright, then that's fine by me. Arbok can go down, no problem. Here's the Parabolic Charge, which actually might Oh no, Jolteon's got Volt Absorb, that's right. Clever. Clever, clever. Alright, this is fine. Because we're continuing to Leech Seed there. Unfortunately, Venusaur does have to come out this turn, but that's okay. Yeah, no, this is a challenging lead. Here comes Glamora, though. Glamora is threatening a big Earth Power in either direction. So unfortunately, well, Toxapex isn't going to love taking this, but that's no matter. -1 Earth Power is still good. Or I guess, no, I'm not -1, they're -1, but... So there's just the Discharge, Glamora... Oh, Toxapex takes that, no problem. There's the Electromorphosis, I guess I... Are you kidding me? Alrighty, well... We do get the Earth Power off. This is probably going to be Focus Sash, though. Doesn't even pick up the KO, my goodness. And there's the Parabolic Charge. Yikes. Okay, well... We do get the Leech Seed coming off of... Bellibolt. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. We're falling so far behind. Bellibolt's kind of a threat. I mean, I guess just have a Garchomp on your team and none of this is a problem, but... Yup. We do heal quite a bit there, and we have Regenerator, so all is not lost. However, this Bellibolt does need to drop. It was probably the Pokemon I should have targeted earlier, but... We're gonna give... I mean, Venusaur comes back in and resists the Electric. Discharge, I don't know if Glamora hangs on, that's the problem, yeah. So... Okay, well... I'm not saying I played this well, but... Those discharges did not help. I mean, it's a strategy that makes sense. Like, if you don't have any ground types, then what am I to do? And even so, you got the Bellibolt, or the Bellibolt with Soak to comp for some of the trickier grass types. Yeah, not looking good. Although... Well, let's see. If we go Giga Drain plus, we do have Wide Guard. Forgot about that. So, you know what? No, we'll Giga Drain the Bellibolt. We just need to get this thing off the screen. Jolteon's whatever. It's at -1. Okay. Big Wide Guard. Excellent. I mean, I don't expect this Giga Drain to do much, but... Crit their own Bellibolt? Okay. This is massive. Electromorphosis, no matter. Wide Guard protects yet again. Volt Absorb, sure. Alright, Bellibolt down. Took us a while, but we got there. And I'm curious if that Jolteon is choice locked in any capacity. I might try to get an Infestation off on it. I mean, let's just see what else they have in the back. They got Froslass. Okay. This is winnable. I'm just going to keep clicking Wide Guard. I mean, I guess if they have Thunderbolt, they can go for that. But Venusaur's just here to slowly but surely. We have to be very patient with this team. Not a lot of as much of get up and go as the offensive teams of the past. So let's see if the Jolteon can switch moves. Froslass does Ice Beam, but we're Thick Fat, so we take that remarkably well. Volt Switch, okay, that's fine. Ice Beam, though, on Froslass is not something I expected. That's fascinating. But let's go ahead and land this Leech Seed. There's Ceruledge. Great. So we have leftovers there. Leech Seed gonna continue to heal. Love to see it. Now trying to decide. We're gonna protect Toxapex. Their options are to Rain Dance doesn't really do anything, so I think we'll just Infestation the Ceruledge to get some damage down on it. To get some recurring damage, I should say. Oh, they do just rip Blizzard. Okay, well this shouldn't do much to Toxapex. Excellent. And they do have Poltergeist. Yeah, I was kind of concerned about that. Ah, that's a really strong attack. Unfortunately, we do not take it. Okay. Well, a Blizzard and Ice Beam. Guess that means no Aurora Veil. Boy, I would have really liked my Arbok here, but seems no dice. Unfortunate. Yeah, I mean, really powerful, obviously, when you have no ground types or counterplay. I did have Wide Guard. If I had locked into Wide Guard earlier in the match, we probably had a decent shot, but it's all good. We're finding our legs. You probably should have gone for the other. Nope, that picks it up. Unfortunate. Well, GG's to my opponent nonetheless. This team's hard, okay. Cut me some slack. Oh, whoops. I need to quit. Keep it going. Oh, don't look so sad, guy in the lobby. Alright, I can see the backbones, though, of a decent team here. We've got some options still. Like, we just need to play. I mean, it's just very, very thin margins for error playing a team like this, I believe, so. Alright. So this is it's a Gengar lead. It's Gengar next to Arbok with the Toxapex emergency pivot. And then, is it Glamora or Sneasler? Probably the Focus Sash, eh? I mean, Sneasler's not... Well, I guess, what's our game plan, right? We trap... I do have Tailwind. Or were we faking out? They have two Ghost types. Close combat for Tyranitar is good. Did I even intro the team? I don't think I did. From our opponent, we see Tyranitar, Garchomp, Sinistcha, Sneasler, Basculegion, and Corviknight. So I think we're definitely going... Gengar Arbok is the lead. Toxapex for our defensive pivot, and then I think it's just between Glamora or Sneasler. I think I'm gonna go Sneasler. It might have to be Glimmora because of the Focus Sash, but I think the close combat threat into Tyranitar is pretty important. Just close combat in general does big damage. If we need it on the Garchomp as well. So, argument for both. Sneasler, Corviknight. Okay, wait, this is big. This is really big because we get the attack drop. And that's fine. We don't mind the mirror armor there. They do get White Herb, but we're Gengar, so we're going to go ahead. This is for sure a Mega Evolve and Perish. Like, without a doubt. And then it's just a matter of what does Arbok do, if anything. So I think Arbok's actually going to... Well, Arbok can't really do much, so we might as well switch out, I guess, is the is the idea here. I looked at all of my moves, and none of them were all that exciting, particularly, so... We go Mega Evolve. They don't appear to be switching, so that means that they are stuck on the field here. There's Fake Out into Toxapex, who does not care. We rip the Perish Song. And this Corviknight goes for Tailwind. So, yeah, so they're trapped. Sneasler can't really do anything. The best Corviknight can do is Brave Bird into Gengar. But we have a plan here. So this is our standard Protect into first Infestation, the Corviknight. Sneasler can't do a darn thing, and I can't imagine they're running U-turn like we are on our Sneasler. Dire Claw is fine. Brave Bird, both go into the Protect. That's wonderful. So, here's Infestation onto Corviknight. Does an entire 1%. And now, Gengar can switch because we can Infestation into the Sneasler, unless we do have to... We lost a game like this earlier, where on this turn they specifically protected the other slot while I swapped Gengar out. However, I don't think Gengar is going down to a combination Brave Bird plus Dire Claw. Boy, it's close. You know what? It's okay. I'm not too concerned about Sneasler in general. So if they do protect here to counter my play, that's ultimately fine. Because between Gengar and Toxapex, the Sneasler should be no problem. Everything on our team resists both their stabs. Here's the Dire Claw into Arbok, who takes that exceptionally well. Next up is the Brave Bird, which we don't take as well, but still decently. That is neutral after all. Citrus Berry. Perfect. And now there's the Infestation there, which you love to see. And so that should be, this should be the final turn of Perish. Both Pokemon are trapped with Infestation. And now, we don't have Protect on Arbok. There's an argument that we should, but... Because I think Arbok drops here regardless. Now we have to decide who's swapping where. I think Gengar can come in on the Toxapex slot. You know what, we're gonna do... Okay, so we have to figure who do they think we're swapping where. This is a little risky, but we're basically just kind of trying to flip the coin of where they're firing a Brave Bird this turn. They get freed from Infestation, but is no matter because it's too late for them to swap. Dire Claw into Sneasler, so I think that means the Brave Bird's going into the Toxapex. Yeah, they doubled the Arbok slot. That was smart. Hard to argue with that decision from them. It's unfortunate, but I think the Intimidate from Arbok is valuable enough here in the end game. We're gonna find out, obviously, if we would have rather had Intimidate or Fake Out. But the first two Pokemon are down, and that's a big start. And their Tailwind is petered out. So, I mean, it's always Arbok that comes in here, without question. Get the first Intimidate. There's Garchomp and Tyranitar. Okay, so Sandstorm kicks up. Toxapex is coming in. And do we just rip the Perish? I think we do. Or do we wait a turn? Yeah, I think we gotta wait a turn. Yeah, I think we can afford to wait a turn. Because we want Gengar to... Unless they go for Stomping Tantrum, that could be a mistake. Oh, it's Mega Tyranitar. Okay. So we'll find out what move the Garchomp has here. We do want to get Perish going as soon as possible. Oh, they do just rip Earthquake, so they're damaging themselves, which is great. Toxapex doesn't take too much. And they go knock off. Okay, so there is an argument if they're just going to be clicking Earthquake to Icy Wind there, but no, I think we get there through the old-fashioned way. Because now they're going to be double intimidated, so Gengar... I don't know if Gengar will survive the double up, but at the very least, Toxapex is not perished, and Toxapex can kind of just stall out. Is the idea, at least. I mean, especially if they're just going to keep Earthquaking. Now they go Stomping, okay, but it's -2. Yeah, Gengar will drop to the knockoff here, but the Perish is active, and our bulkiest Pokemon is at full health and not afflicted with Perish. So, that's a good spot to be, admittedly. Arbok's faster than the Tyranitar. Here is Toxapex. We are absolutely breaking, swiping, and... I guess, actually, no, we're wide guarding here. Yep. Yep. Perfect. Tyranitar protects, that is A-okay, because they're going to try to rip Earthquake again. However, meet wide guard. Perfect. There's the Earthquake, no problem. And just for good measure, a little breaking swipe from the Arbok to lower that attack even further. Fantastic. And we know we're faster than the Tyranitar, so unless they want to fire a -3 Stomping Tantrum into the Arbok, we're going to get another one off too. So, fantastic. We'll go Breaking Swipe here, and I guess we'll just go Infestation for the heck of it onto Garchomp. that was actually a mistake because we've already learned Infestation makes contact for whatever reason. So unnecessary Rough Skin Chip is unnecessary, but that's okay. What a silly looking matchup here. Here's the Stomping Tantrum. Yeah, we don't even take a -3. But, to be fair, we are 68 HP. Tyranitar hits us with a knockoff, which does get rid of our leftovers. There's the wait, this could be a problem. Well, no, I think it's fine, right? Because the Tyranitar now can only hit me with a non-boosted knockoff. Oh, wait, we can also just protect. Baneful Bunker. And that, unless I'm mistaken, should be all she wrote. They're running through all the scenarios here. However, if I simply protect, then it's looking pretty good. Poison for the road. Fitting. And a poison for you as well. Fantastic. Sandstorm subsides. Poisoning has to resolve. Infestation's gonna have to resolve. And finally... oh, Citrus Berry's gonna resolve. There we go. Wonderful goes down Garchomp, and down goes Tyranitar. And that's a win for Mono Poison. You love to see it. GG's to my opponent, and we will see you in the next one. Alright, nice. There's a Perish win for the team. Tricky, but performed as billed, I suppose. You'd love to see it. Big fan of this purple layout, too. It's a nice change of pace from what we've had. Alright, gonna keep it rocking here. From our opponent, we see Milotic, Clefable, Sneasler, Sinistcha, Kingambit, and Delphox. So, first got to identify, are we just going Stall or are we going Perish? Got to watch out for the Milotic and Kingambit. So Arbok's probably not coming, and that's fine. Arbok doesn't do much here. We are a bit concerned about the Delphox. Delphox, without question, is a problem. So we're probably going to deal with that by way of Glimmora, and that is actually acceptable. That's what the team is designed for. So Glimmora leads next to probably Venusaur, I guess. Looks pretty good. Toxapex comes. So it means Gengar's not coming, and that's okay too. I like Sneasler. Okay, so this is a different little mode of the team here. That focuses on just doing some stalling and chipping away. Admittedly. Is Rain Dance at all useful? It kind of is. Psychic types are just kind of a problem, and that's gonna be the nature of Mono Poison. We go Sneasler, Kingambit. Okay, this is a lead we can work with. Glimmora, Venusaur. So I'm a bit concerned, obviously, about the coaching angle. And so I think I do kind of want to put it to sleep. I'm a bit scared. Scared of that Kingambit. We'll probably do some pivoting here by way of the Baneful Bunker. They go Fake Out there. Okay, that's great. Toxic Spikes are up. More flinches. Hopefully we land this Sleep Powder. Excellent. So we just nullify this Kingambit for a turn. We have lost our sash on Glamora, though, is what that means. And it is a bit unfortunate, but neither here nor there. I'm going to go ahead and... They want to fire a close combat here. I don't want them to. So now I'm going to Leech Seed on this slot. I'm not too concerned about this Sneasler right now. We resist everything it can do. Kingambit wakes right up. It goes for a Sucker Punch. Okay, you know what? All in all, this is fine. And there's the close combat. This will do 0.0. Took quite a bit, actually. And here is the White Herb, which doesn't really matter. Let's go ahead and launch a Leech Seed. Great. Venusaur's just here for the vibes. So... I'm going to Sleep Powder that slot again. Sleep Powder and Infestation it. This is how we're getting rid of this Kingambit. Is we're ignoring the Sneasler. So here's Infestation. And here's Sleep Powder. And if you want to protect, cool. If you want to switch, that's going to sleep too. Sneasler's switching out. This is probably where the... Oh, Sinistcha comes in. Okay, this is fine. Sinistcha gets poisoned. Wonderful. Hospitality heals a bit, but that's okay. Sleep Powder, excellent. So Infestation sticks. And they are asleep for this turn, and here's the Infestation. Boom. Leech Seed plus Infestation go to work. Now we obviously want to fire the Infestation off on Sinistcha as well. Continue to get some healing. Wonderful. And poison. And Infestation. These games are going to take a while. Win or lose, but that's what we're here for. So now I'm going to Infestation there. And I think we're going to go ahead and swap out to Sneasler of our own. Yeah, that seems fine. I'm just thinking about how we're going to get through this their Sneasler, but we've got options. Oh, Sinistcha swapping out. Great. And there's their Sneasler. That's getting infested. Toxic Spikes are picked up, but that's okay. Kingambit wakes up, but that's also okay. They do have Swords Dance, which is a little sketch, not gonna lie. Here's the Infestation onto the Sneasler. Now, though, we have to make the decision. Are we faking out? Who are we faking out? Are we faking anyone out? So Kingambit slowly dropping. Sneasler is going to start taking a little bit of residual. Perfect. What are our options here? Kingambit is terrifying, I won't lie. I think we go... No, we don't switch out Toxapex. That doesn't happen for sure. We set up Worthless Rain Dance. They can't switch. Wide Guard is irrelevant. Sure, we'll just... we will Infestation for the damage. That's it. And we're gonna fake out this Kingambit. They won the speed tie, unfortunately. Or, I'm not even Jolly Max speed, so never mind. Kowtow Cleave. Yeah, I should have just protected. But, that's okay. Because these two are still trapped. I could have protected. Probably the right call, but... Let's see how much damage. Well, the Leech Seed doesn't proc here either, which is annoying. Yeah, that was kind of a fumble of a turn. Great. Ooh, you know what? We can actually... Here's a tricky little play. We can regain our Focus Sash here. So we're going to go Baneful... Yeah, we'll go Baneful Bunker and Spiky Shield. If they hit us with the second Swords Dance, we're a little scared, obviously, but I believe this Leech Seed from the Kingambit will regain our Focus Sash. It's going to be close if not. There's the close combat. Oh, into there, so they're doubling into the Toxapex. Have to be. Yep, that makes sense. Okay. Full health there. Leech Seed. Do we regain our Sash? We do. That's fantastic. There's the Infestation. Should put it into Earth Power range here. Great. Does Toxapex take a +2? It's a close combat. It's going to be close. Their last mons are going to be... Well, I guess we just have to hope, right? We go for the second Baneful Bunker. And Earth Power the Sneasler. Oh, Sneasler protects. Oh, this is great news. We don't get the Baneful Bunker, but we'll take just the straight up Kowtow Cleave. I'd have to imagine. Wow! Yep, okay. So now that's Kingambit down. And again, Glamora's Sash is back up, so let's not let that fall on deaf ears. And actually, we get to switch the Toxapex out now for the Regenerator, so we're able to get a bit of HP back. There's the Delphox. So now this is where it might all go to Stinky Poo Poo, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Yeah, this is the problem here, isn't it? I mean, we'll see if we can get a... Well, you know what? Hang on here. Yeah, we don't have Rage Powder or anything. Are they gonna Heat Wave? I'm gonna try something here. Oh, wait. Oh, shoot. Well. Yep, no, that's fine. It should default to Power Gem into the left slot, which is okay. Yeah, I just took too long. I was trying to run through as many turns as I could, but... So there's the Baneful Bunker. It may not matter. Psychic. Our Sash is back, because they should just double into the Glamora, I'd imagine. Yeah, shoot. Yeah, that was a free swap out into Venusaur, but... yeah, no. I don't think we can quite get there. Yeah, Delphox is a problem. I mean, Psychic types in general are going to pose a problem to this team, no doubt. Let's see if we catch him going for a Heat Wave, I guess. I don't know. There's a chance. You never know. Because if we could put him to sleep... But yeah, if we'd swap Toxapex into Venusaur there, what we'd be sitting at Toxapex with a little more HP. So what would really be the difference? Not a ton. Let's see, they go... Oh, interesting. Well, I can tell you that the Delphox is going to sleep. So... We're Encored into Wide Guard. Interesting. Well, I thought they were going to get me with the... I mean, it makes sense, right? Oh, that thing's been freed from Infestation. Yeah, we're We're never getting through this. Ah, that's a bummer. It's close. It usually comes down to one turn or so. And switch. There's the first turn guaranteed sleep. They're just going to keep Dire Clawing Venusaur. I can't blame them. We do get the Leech Seed off there, which not for nothing. Toxapex continues to heal and be stuck using Wide Guard. Encore is an interesting move on Delphox. But I see its value. Well, I think we have to... let's see here. Go Leech Seed here. We have to hope the Delphox stays asleep for one. That's kind of what a lot of this is predicated on. Admittedly. I would like to obviously be firing off infestations. Okay, Delphox stays asleep. That's big. Here's the close combat. We know we take that. Okay. Hang on a second here. Leech Seed lands. Okay. Double Seed action. Do we take the other close combat? I think so. Yup. Huge. Okay. This is so silly. I think we go... Oh, I'm still... Goodness, how long of an encore is this? I mean, we have to protect, because we have to have as much HP as possible going into the turn that they attack. Which is not a great spot to be, admittedly, but... Because Delphox always wakes up now. They go Psychic. Excellent. We don't survive. Not that it mattered, but... Well, I mean, yeah. Alright, Venusaur. How much HP is enough HP? Unfortunately, not enough. Did manage to heal quite a bit of HP back, I'm not gonna lie. But this Psychic, I believe, fixes to do a lot of damage to us, unfortunately. Not only that, we have to take the Dire Claw, but... Alright, Venusaur, show me a big... Oh, they go... That might have been their lost condition, I'm not gonna lie to you. Ah, I wanted the Protect to fail there, though. Wait a second. Well, I mean, now I guess we get to be at truly full HP and see if we can survive the Dire Claw and Psychic as a result. I still don't think so, but you can't ask for anything more than we currently are. Okay. Well, nothing to do but protect. The triple protect isn't relevant. Oh, they do still have Sinistcha. I see. Well, we tried our best. Let's see how much the Psychic does. Watch it just one-shots and all this was for naught. Well, the full HP was in fact relevant. I guess now they just pivot Sinistcha back and forth forever. Yeah, not looking good. You know what? Alright. Just to save us all some time, they can have it. Needed to get some value out of our Sneasler there, but it's alright. The team feels like it's, like, not terrible. Again, it feels like it's coming down to, like, just one or two moves where if I get it wrong, like switch in Sneasler and get 0 value, then we're in trouble, but what are you going to do? Alright. What? How about this one? We see Sneasler, Kingambit, Sylveon, Shiny Ditto, Sinistcha, and Charizard. Fortunately, I don't think their Ditto is going to give them a ton of value, which is really nice. However, I'm not really sure what our game plan is here. If it's Gengar or Venusaur. I think it's Gengar. And we go next to Gengar Sneasler with Toxapex. And then it's just a matter of Glimmora or Arbok. Arbok doesn't do much, so I guess it's Glimmora. Okay, I can get down with that. Yeah, I think we're just going to go for a kind of standard Perish mode here, although I don't know if this Ditto complicates things or not. It certainly might, but it also, I have so many low rolls that they can transform into, specifically in the form of, like if I were to bring Venusaur or Arbok, or I'm not bringing the things he can't, it would be bad for him, but you know. So they go Sneasler, Kingambit. Go Gengar Sneasler. So I'm just gonna go ahead and Mega Perish right off the gate, right out the gate, and actually we swap Sneasler out right away to Toxapex. Do we U-turn? No, we don't. Damage is irrelevant. Oh, I guess we should have faked out, huh? Faked out the Gambit. Yeah, no, that's a problem. If we just have to take a Kowtow Cleave. And I will be quite embarrassed, frankly. Oh, they go Iron Head. Oh, wonderful. Alright, well, not punished for just leaving Gengar out exposed like that. Fantastic. Alright, so Perish Song is online. We are going to infest that Kingambit. They protect, post haste. Infestation, don't mind if I do. Gengar goes Protect. They go Dire Claw, which will only matter if they status me. They do not. Wonderful. And they rip Swords Dance. Alright, well, we've seen this before. There's the Infestation, though, which is great. Previously, though, we did not have the Perish Song mode active, so there's that. Gengar's Perish falls to 2, that's okay. Because now we are going to go ahead and swap to Sneasler, and we are going to infest on the Sneasler of theirs. And even if Toxapex goes down this turn, that's fine, because that means Gengar comes right back in, and we're basically in the same spot. So Sneasler's not really at threat of getting knocked out. Obviously, a +2 Kowtow Cleave will still hurt, don't get me wrong, but it's a resisted hit. So there's the Sucker Punch. So, okay, so they don't even get anything off. And then they'll just Dire Claw here, hoping for a status that they can land, but they cannot. Infestation lands. Perfect. Now I guess we just have to decide, do we let... I think we probably do just let Toxapex drop. No? We're just going to go ahead and protect with Sneasler, I believe. Yep, they're trapped. Drops to 1, drops to 1. Now I can just protect with Sneasler, and I probably will. It's a question of... is trading Toxapex worth getting Gengar back in for free? We want Glamora. I think we want Glamora because we got out of here with such a clean start. We're gonna try to finish up with Parrish as well. I mean, they could obviously double into this Glamora, but like, what are you gonna do? The Acid Spray is fascinating. Huh, that's a neat little tech. There's Kowtow Cleave. Okay, great, whatever. That's fine. Because now Toxic Debris is up, actually, so that's a totally fine trade. And these two are going to drop, which is perfect. Okay, the Poison team is poisoning right now, which is wonderful. And now we're going to go ahead... I mean, it's always Gengar. There's no world in which it's not. Because I think we should always just have a pretty free... I guess there is the concern of... if Ditto comes in the Gengar slot... Wait a second. Hang on a minute here. Are we in trouble? I don't think so, right? So let's think about this. Let's think about this logically. They are both poison, so we do just have the stall angle as well. Life Dew is a consideration. Well, we can't swap Sneasler out because they have Shadow Tag, so... interesting spot we're in. So I think we're just going to go ahead and U-turn then. And now... they could obviously be Scarfed, but... we're max HP. So I think we'll take a Shadow Ball. I think we should take this because we're max HP. Yep, outstanding. Special defense falls, that's fine. Parasong goes off, and we get the U-turn out afterwards. Phenomenal. That couldn't have gone much better. And we know they're scarfed into Shadow Ball, so they will not be Parasonging of their own, but now we just have Parasong online. Toxapex is here. Ooh, Pain Split is annoying. Never mind, because I don't have a lot of HP. I don't have a high base HP. Perfect. I mean, we do just obviously have the stall angle as well, but Parasong is active, so no worries. We'll go ahead and Baneful, we'll just double protect, just do what we have to do to guarantee our win here. Perfect. Go ahead and just drop that double protect, no big deal at all. They have their Shadow Ball, but it's fine. Yeah. And there's the Machagacha, so we'll probably just Wide Guard and swap to Sneasler, I think. Loving the bulk on Toxapex. It is high quality. Perfect. Drops to 2. And I will just go ahead Wide Guard. Swap out to Sneasler. Great. And I believe with the protects that we still have in the chamber, that should give us enough to just kind of slowly meander our way towards the end here. Wide guard so that Machigacha can't do anything silly. The Shadow Ball will do some damage, but I'm not too concerned. Yeah, Toxapex takes that like a champ. Machigacha blocked by the wide guard. Phenomenal. And just like that, there's still one more turn, correct? Oh no, a Citrus Berry. 2-1 to 1, perfect. And just like that, they forfeit. Phenomenal. Alright, well, another great win for the team performing basically how we drew it up. I think that might wrap us up, though, for this episode. These are some long battles, so I'm going to toss it to the outro. We'll see you guys there. Yeah, no, that, even though I didn't do any battles for you Beyonders here, it's just a long team. Just a long team. The way that you play. So I think really the only thing that I think we just have to evaluate the situations in which Perish Mode's not good, because I don't know if Venusaur was necessarily it. I also kind of want Choice Scarf on Glimmora. It might just have to be Choice Scarf over Focus Sash. Because what are our other options? We don't have a lot of other great options is the problem, right? Show me, oops, not me. Show me poison types. See, that's our list. So... Rage Powder, obviously. What could be sashed? Is there anything else worth running Scarf over? Running Scarf on, I guess I should say. Maybe it's just a different Venusaur set. In fact, that's probably what it is. Instead of Leech Seed. Yeah, because I like the Sleep Powder tech, but Leech Seed may not be it. Alright, excellent. Well, yeah, we got a pretty solid showing here, at least with what we could put together for Mono Poison, so gonna put that together here to a video to the Beyonders. Thanks for hanging out, watching us figure out a really weird Perish team. And yeah, we'll catch you guys in episode 2, see what changes we made. And I guess if you haven't seen the main channel video yet, because this will come out after, what are you doing? Go and watch that. But otherwise, yeah, we'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.